Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my product Empties. So I'm going to be talking through what I like, what I don't like, and what I'm going to repurchase, if anything. So I'm going to start with skincare. The first product is by Origins and it's a moisturiser. It's the Make a Difference Plus, and this is a moisturiser that I've been using for around the last 6 months. I did have combination to dry skin, which is what this was formulated for, but I found that although I loved it at the beginning, towards the end of the last 6 months, I haven't been enjoying it so much. I feel like it hasn't really been doing anything for my skin at all. The reason for that is because actually my skin type has changed. It's now not dry, it's dehydrated. So the difference is that if you've got dehydrated skin, you haven't got enough water, whereas if you've got dry skin, you haven't got enough oil. So obviously using a product which is formulated for dry skin is not going to work as well for me. So now I'm at the end of this, I have actually changed my moisturiser to something that's better for dehydrated skin. However, if my skin ever does go back to dry, I would repurchase this. I really like it. The formula is creamy, which I like. I find that that's quite nourishing on my skin. It's not too heavy. It absorbs super quick, which is perfect. I don't know about anyone else, but when I'm getting ready in the morning before work, I set my alarm to go off at the very last minute. I don't want to be faffing around. I need to rush around really fast in order to get to work, get up and ready, and I don't have time to wait for a moisturiser to sink in before I can start applying my makeup. And that's why this one is great. It applies really smoothly, it absorbs really quickly, and almost instantly I can start putting my makeup on, which is perfect. Obviously, if you have got a bit more time to leave it to absorb, it's better, but if you don't, then this is a great product for you. I would repurchase this at some point if my skin goes back to dry, but for the time being I'm not going to. They also have different versions of this product depending on how dry your skin is. I think that there's at least 3 levels, so if you are suffering from dry skin, then it's worth checking out Origins. Sometimes they give you samples and things as well, so that's really good. I always tend to lean more towards brands that are willing to give you a sample, because I've got sensitive skin and I really don't want to invest in a product which is like 30 plus pounds and then react to it and then be stuck with it. So yeah, if you've got dry skin, check this out. It's a really lovely product. The next product that I'm going to speak to you about is one that I have mentioned on my YouTube and blog before, so I'm not going to talk about it too much, but it's the Emma Hardy Amazing Face Moringa Cleansing Balm. This stuff is amazing. It makes my skin feel so soft and smooth, nourished, brightened. It removes all my makeup. I've got sensitive skin and sensitive eyes, and it doesn't irritate me at all. I really like this product. I won't be repurchasing it at the moment because I found that my skin has got a little bit too used to it. As you can see, this is a really big pot, and this has lasted me more than 6 months, and before this I had purchased a couple of pots before that, so I have been using it for a really long time. I've swapped it for the Liz Earle Cleanse and Polish for the time being, and I've done that before and it works really well. I tend to use the Liz Earle more in spring and summer, and the Emma Hardy in autumn, winter, and that works perfectly for my skin. I love this product. It's really nice. If you haven't tried a cleansing balm, then definitely try one. This is one of my favourites. I just love everything about it, the texture, the smell, the way that my skin looks once I've finished using it, and I would definitely recommend you looking at this one. The next product that I want to speak about is a deodorant, and this is by Soft and Gentle. Now, I was drawn to this product because it hasn't got the chemical nasties in it. It hasn't got parabens, it hasn't got alcohol, it hasn't got aluminium, and it hasn't got allergens, which is perfect because obviously, as I mentioned, I've got sensitive skin, and that includes deodorants. I do get irritation from an awful lot of deodorants, so it's always a bit of a guessing game when I try a new one to see whether I'm going to react or not, or sometimes even ones that I've used for ages, I just suddenly react for no reason out of the blue. So I never really know what's going on with deodorant, so it was a bit of a risk to try a new one, and a spray as well. I tend to use the rollerballs more than sprays because I just find that they're a bit more convenient in the morning, but I was drawn to the Soft and Gentle range because of the no chemical nasties. Now, I don't react to this at all. I'm not irritated by it. I really like the smell. It's not particularly long lasting in terms of, I've already gone through one of these. This is the second canister spray of this, and they haven't lasted me very long at all, given how much product you would think is in there. So I was a little bit disappointed by that, and I didn't think that they were particularly long wearing on my underarms either. I didn't feel particularly fresh and clean for that long really, like not compared to some other products that I've used, including by Soft and Gentle, so I probably wouldn't repurchase this again, which is a real shame because I love the scent and I love the idea that it hasn't got aluminium in it and things like that. There's not many deodorants that I've come across in the market that don't have all of these things in, so I think they're going along the right track. It's really good with that, but unfortunately it just wasn't one for me. Next I want to talk about hair care. So the first one is a conditioner by Caviar. This is Caviar Anti-Aging and it's the Replenishing Moisture Conditioner, Nourish and Restore Dry Hair. This is a really lovely product. I've got fine hair but a lot of it, and I have to be careful not to use products that are really heavy because I can very easily end up with really flat, limp looking hair, and I don't get that with this at all. It's really nice. I would say it's very expensive for what it is, and over the years that I've been using it, it has been going up in price, and I kind of feel like if it goes much higher I'm going to stop buying it because it's getting a bit too expensive for what it is. So at the moment I have been using it 2 to 3 times a week. I find that my hair works best with shampoos and conditioners if I mix things up. If I keep using the same thing every time I wash my hair, then it kind of gets bored and it either goes frizzy or limp and lifeless. So I do mix things up, and when I do that it does last quite a while. You only need a really tiny amount of this as well, which is really nice, and I love the smell of it. I will definitely repurchase this, but I will continue using it in the same way, so more as like a treat for my hair rather than like an everyday conditioner, just because of the price. But it's a really lovely product, and I haven't come across any other products by Caviar before either. I'm not sure how big their range is. I know that they do shampoos as well, but I don't know if they do anything else, so I might have a look out as well actually to see what other things this brand has to offer as well. The next hair care item that I want to talk to you about is a Heat and Protect spray by VO5. I've been really loving this spray. I found that since I've started using it, my hair doesn't seem as dry, and also it doesn't seem as frizzy either, so I feel like the kind of barrier that's put on your hair from this product helps with both of those things, and I really like the smell of it, and I like that it's light. A big thing for me is the spray as well. Like, I find with some of these hair care products it gets a bit annoying when the spray is tiny, so it's too concentrated, so when you spray it on your hair you end up with like a really damp patch in one area, and then the rest of your hair hasn't got any product on it at all. And that's one thing that I don't find with this. I find that you do get an even spray over your hair, and I don't need much of it. I probably spray about 4 pumps over my hair, and I do that whether I'm curling and straightening it or if I'm just blow drying it. So basically whenever I wash my hair, the first product that I will put on it after shampoo and conditioner would be the Heat and Protect spray. I would definitely repurchase this. This has definitely been one of the better Heat and Protect products that I've found. Some of them I find can be quite sticky and heavy on your hair, and this one is almost as though I haven't used it, but I know I've used it because the results of my hair are better than when I don't use it. So it's a really good product. Definitely will be repurchasing this one. Next up, I've got a few makeup items. So I've got the Laura Mercier Foundation Primer. This is a primer that I spoke about in my last video, so I'm not going to talk about it too much, but this is a really good product. I actually prefer this to silicone based primers. I just prefer the way that they sit on my skin. They don't feel as heavy, and I love the way that my makeup looks once I've applied my primer. You can also add an extra layer for anyone who's got dehydrated skin like myself. You can also add an extra product in your skincare regime, so you can have moisturizer, primer, you can get like a hydrating spray. So I'm using Urban Decay Chill at the moment, but you can also use others, maybe MAC Fix Plus and things like that, and then you can apply your makeup on top, and this primer works perfectly if I do that, or equally if I don't as well. So I really like the way that it works with other products, and I just really like it. It's super nice. I've actually already got another one of these. I loved it so much that when it was coming to the end I actually purchased another one, and I was thinking that I was maybe 1 or 2 pumps away from running out, and actually since then it's probably lasted me like another 2 months or something, which is crazy. It's really misleading how much product is left in the packaging. I don't actually like the packaging for this. I find it pretty annoying to try and get the product out when you're getting near the end. I find that when I squeeze it, I either get no product at all or loads of it, and then I end up wasting loads. So that's one thing I don't like, but thankfully the product is so good that it does outweigh the packaging. But yeah, if you are after a new face primer, then check Laura Mercier out, it's great. The next product that I want to talk to you about is by Urban Decay, and it's a priming potion for your eyes. This is a product that's been around for years and years, and you've most definitely heard of it, if not even tried it before. It's a product that I myself have used for years as well, and I go back to over and over again. I have dipped into using a few other eye primers, but very quickly resorted back to this one because it never is as good. This is a product that I've been using over the last few years, and I've repurchased it a lot of times. Now, it being the original one, it is my favourite. I've tried some others and I haven't got on with them so well. I found that the formula has been slightly too runny and too wet, and it doesn't really set very well on my eyes, and therefore when I apply my eyeshadow it doesn't really give me the desired effect. But the original one I love. I am going to repurchase this one for sure at some point in the future, but not for the time being. The reason is that I have used this for so many years now. I am getting a little bit bored of it, and it's not that there's anything wrong with this product. It's amazing. I think it's up there probably with the majority of people's favourite eyeshadow primers, and I'm with them with that. It does exactly what it says on the tin, but because I've used it so much, I do fancy a change. So if anyone's got any recommendations for other primers that you think I should try, then please add a comment below, because I'd love to try something new. The next product that I've been loving and have completely used up is the Dior Lip Glow Colour Revive Balm. This is such a nice product to use all year round whenever your lips are feeling a little bit dry. It works really well under lipsticks. I find that sometimes lip balms can make your lipstick slip and slide all over the place, or the colour payoff is affected, but not with this one. It absorbs pretty well, and the lovely thing about this one, which is a bit gimmicky, and I was a little bit sceptical at first, but actually I love it. The gimmick on this is that it reacts to your lips and it creates your lips but better colour. So this will look slightly different on everyone's lips depending on sort of how it reacts, and I find that it is true, it does come out with the perfect colour. It makes me feel like I'm wearing something on my lips, but I'm not. I'm just wearing a simple balm, which is nice and hydrating and perfect to use all year round. I really like this product. It's pretty pricey, so I try to use it as well as other balms so that I can make it last a little bit longer, but I will be repurchasing this. Thank you so much for watching my video. I really hope that you enjoyed hearing all about my empties and what I thought about them. If you did like watching, then please subscribe and give me a thumbs up. I would love to also read your comments, so please leave me some below, and I'll see you next time. Bye!